We're here today with USDA Rural Development State Director Colleen Landkamer. Colleen, how are you today?
I'm great. How are you, Adam?
I am wonderful.
Good.
And we're going to be talking about rural development's housing programs. So, Colleen, the first thing people think of when they think of the USDA is probably not housing programs. So, just give us a real brief background on what USDA does for housing in rural Minnesota.
Okay, actually, we have two distinctly different programs for housing in rural Minnesota. We have single-family housing and we have multifamily housing. We only do housing in communities under 20,000. So under single-family housing, we have two programs. We have a direct program where our staff works one-on-one with clients to get them into a home, making sure that they can afford to be in a home. Those are low-income and very low-income people, making sure that they have the resources available to be successful in that home. Our staff works one-on-one with them, and the government actually makes a loan for that home. We also do guaranteed housing loans, where we work with the lender. The person who's interested in buying a home, moderately income, works with the lender, and we actually guarantee that loan at a bank. So it takes a lot of the risk away from the banks, and we make sure that people are in good, safe, affordable homes. And then we have multifamily housing. Not everyone can live in a home, a single-family home, or wants to live in a single-family home. So we have about 600 apartments across the state that serve about 11,000 people. And about 60% of the people who reside in those apartments are either seniors or have some sort of disability. So they're great programs. They make a difference in people's lives. And we're just really excited that we can assist in home ownership and apartment living in this state.
Great. We've hit on the home loan programs. We've hit on the multifamily housing programs. How about home repairs? We also do some things for home repairs.
And thanks for bringing that up, Adam. We do have a program for home repairs. If you're 62 or older, there are some grants available. Otherwise, we have loans that stretch out over 20 years, and it could be furnaces, it could be windows, it could be roofs, or things that are health and safety issues. So it's a great program, and there are a lot of homes out there that we can really make a difference in.
One of the questions that we're always asked, Colleen, is if someone's interested in these, either the home loan program, the home repair program, multifamily, you name it, what do they have to do to qualify?
Actually, the best thing anybody could do is to call our area office. We have 12 offices around the state, and we actually have staff in those offices that will work one-on-one with you and answer all your questions. Depending on what county you live in, there are income variations, and so our staff can actually walk you through the process and make sure that all your questions are answered and give you the best advice possible in looking at funding a home. We also have a website, so if you Google USDA Rural Development Minnesota, there you can find out from each county what the qualifications are. Both ways work, but it's always nice to talk to a person if you so prefer, and so call our offices.
Great. Just to wrap things up here, Colleen, can you get into a little bit more detail on why housing is so important in rural Minnesota? What does it do for the overall economy, and why is it important that people have access to home ownership or one of our multifamily housing facilities?
Actually, when you look at jobs, it makes a huge difference because many of the homes that people are moving into might need some rehab or might need to be built. So you've got some jobs at the front end, and then it's that safety of having a safe, affordable roof over your head. Being part of the community. You know, when you own a home or if you live in an apartment in a community, you engage in the community. You get involved, you make a difference. It also gives people a real connection to other people in the community and the opportunities to really make a difference. So we think it's all about building communities, but it's also about keeping people in our rural communities in good homes and good apartments and making a difference in those communities for years to come. And, you know, when you have a home, you probably have a job, you probably invest in things that make a community thrive and grow.
Great. Well, that about wraps up our discussion, Colleen. Anything else that you want to add?
I'm just really glad that we can have this discussion, and I'm looking forward to many more.
Wonderful. Thanks for tuning in, everybody, and we'll see you next month.